Welcome everyone. I'm going live on Facebook over here and Instagram over here, so apologies if I'm kind of looking between the two. This is just how we reach more people with all of these amazing essential oils. So just a quick rundown of how today is going to work. This is the first time I've ever done one of these sort of virtual day-long kind of parties. So there's going to be lots of different posts. I'm going to be doing like spot giveaways and prizes and just asking you to engage and let me know a bit about yourself and a bit about how you use the oils if you're using them already, or what you want to learn about the oils if you're completely new to it. So how it's going to work is basically every 15 minutes or so I'm going to pop on with a post, either a text post or a video post. This morning I'm going to be focusing on the immune system and the oils that can really help to boost our immune system. I know that's a big concern for a lot of people, especially now that the kids are going back to school and to nursery and daycare and that in a couple of weeks' time. And so I'm going to be talking about immune support for both kids and for adults as well, because obviously there's slightly different things that adults can take to support more like supplement wise, and then there's oils that can be used for both kids and adults, and it just varies a little bit with the dilution ratios and things like that. So I'm going to keep you right all about that. That's going to be this morning and early afternoon. And then later on this afternoon, I'm going to talk a bit more about when your kids go back to school, if you do have kids of school age, oils that can help them to support that transition. Because remember, they have been off school for a very, very long time. There might be, especially with the younger kids, a lot of emotional stuff coming up, maybe some separation anxiety. Also, oils that can help support their concentration and their focus and their learning and development. And then later on, possibly more into this evening time, depending, I'll be talking about oils that can help to support the parents and also the teachers. So that will be more things like support with stress and with helping you get a good night's sleep and helping you with some emotional stuff that you're going through as well. So the idea is they're going to be very quick, like I said, either just quick text posts or quick video posts, because I know you're all busy and sometimes just sitting down to watch an hour-long class can be quite tasking for a lot of people because you've got all this other stuff going on. Possibly you're a bit, your attention span is a bit short like mine. So that's the idea of these one-day classes. The videos and the posts I will keep up until the weekend, so I'm going to take them down probably Saturday night, because I'm actually going to do one of these virtual online classes every Wednesday. So we'll clear out the Wednesday befores on the weekend and then get ready for the next one. So it does give you a bit of a time limit. To make sure that you watch the stuff before it comes down, okay? But it gives you enough time that if you are busy today, you can always catch up tomorrow. And the idea is if you can pop on in your lunch break and watch a whole bunch of stuff, or just follow along through the day if you are maybe in a boring office job or something like that, you can follow along as we go. Okay, so let me dive straight in. If you're completely new to essential oils, post 1 and post 2, please go and check those out, because those just give you the basics. I'm not going to go into the basics now in this video. The basics of what they are, how they work, and how you use them. The 3 main ways that you use them: aromatically, topically, and internally. So please go and read those posts if you're brand new to essential oils. But I'm going to dive in right away to the immune supporting information, because I know that's what a lot of you are here for. And whether you have school age kids or whether you have younger babies, just ask me. Feel free to ask me in the comments. Just say what your situation is, how old your kids are, and if you have any questions at all, please just ask as we go along, okay? Okay, so basically, essential oils, one of their main functions as part of the plant is basically to protect the plant. And so similarly, they can do the same with all of the many systems in our body. So different essential oils have different properties and qualities. So a lot of the ones that we're going to be talking about today are actually antibacterial. They are antiviral, which is very, very important in today's world. They're antifungal. There's a lot of different uses, you know, if we go into the emotional stuff, there's some oils that are antidepressant. So some essential oils can actually stimulate the immune system. They do that by increasing the blood and the lymph circulation, which generally, when you increase blood supply and lymph circulation, you're generally supporting a lot of different bodily systems. So the different ways we can use them, obviously, to diffuse the air. That's an excellent way. If you're using oils that are especially oils that are stimulants to the immune system, by diffusing them and breathing them in, they can really help to prevent the spread of any sort of airborne germs. So I really wish, if there are any teachers watching this, I would really love to get diffusers into classrooms. I'm sure there's a whole load of red tape and it probably wouldn't be allowed, but that would be ideal. If you could get a diffuser in every single classroom and a bottle of this On Guard oil, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, you could be really helping prevent a lot of the spread of those germs. But if you can't do it at school, at least you can do it at home. So this is it's a cold water diffuser. So I'm trying to show you if you've never seen it. I don't know if you can see inside there. Basically, you fill it up to a level with cold water, and because doTERRA oils are very potent, you literally only need a couple of drops. So that is one great way to support, like I said, the immune system, to help to prevent the spread of those germs. Another way then is obviously using your oils in everything in your house. So we have oil, the On Guard range in particular. It has like a cleaner concentrate, so you can make your own spray cleaners to disinfect your surfaces. You can wash your laundry with the On Guard blend detergent. You can brush your teeth with it. There's a hand soap, you can wash your hands with it. So if you're incorporating all of those things into your house, you're really helping to prevent the spread of those germs and those bacteria and those viruses around, okay? And then, of course, when you apply the oils diluted, always dilute them in a carrier oil. So that's like a plain vegetable oil, grapeseed, fractionated coconut oil, something like that. When you apply them to the skin, they can penetrate into your bloodstream and really they affect your body on a cellular level, where a lot of like medications can't do. So, you know, when you're told if you have a virus that you can't take an antibiotic for it, and that's because antibiotics are water soluble, they can't actually penetrate into the cells, whereas essential oils actually can. So, God forbid if someone was to get sick in your house, I will let you know what to do in that. Oh, I've gone off. I seem to have gone off Instagram here. Sorry, give me a second. I'm not that used to going live on Instagram, and possibly my internet connection isn't good enough to go live in two places, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But why is live not showing up now? Sorry guys, give me a second. It's not even showing up for me to go live now. Okay, I'm going to apply on Facebook, and then I can download the video and upload it to Instagram if something's not quite working right there. Okay, so let me dive in and talk to you first about the top 2 oils that I think everyone needs for their immune support. The first one is frankincense. So frankincense is known as the king of oils because it really has an all-around it basically helps with every bodily system you can think of. It helps with your immune system, it helps with your respiratory system, your digestive system, it helps with anxiety and sleep and headaches and everything. If you're not sure what to use, then use frankincense. Basically, it is the king. And the great thing about frankincense as well is, as opposed to this On Guard blend, which is the immune supporting blend, but if you are dealing with little ones like babies and say under 2-year-olds, there's some of the oils in this that are considered to be hot oils. So because young kids' skins are very, thin and more sensitive than ours, you can use On Guard if you just really dilute it. But a much safer option for the little, especially for babies, is going to be frankincense, okay? There's a few other oils that you can use that I'm going to talk about You could mix it with like tea tree oil, which is very gentle for babies as well. You can mix it with lemon oil. But frankincense, I actually do a blend of just On Guard and frankincense for my kids. And they are almost 2 and 3.5. I only literally do like 1, maybe 2 drops of the On Guard, and then I load them up on the frankincense. It's so, so good. So it is one of those oils that has been studied that has a stimulant effect on your immune system. So it really, really helps the immune system. I think one of the studies that I looked up, it basically came up tops of any other oil for stimulating the immune system. It also helps with respiratory problems. So if you do happen to get a cold or a cough or anything, you can rub the frankincense directly onto their chest or onto your chest. Diffusing it is wonderful for that as well, for respiratory support. It's also very good if you get a sore throat. Again, you can, we make these little rollers. I'll show you how to do this later on, but you can make these rollers and carrier oil with the drops of the essential oil in it and literally just roll them on to your throat, and behind your ears is a great place to apply them for immune support. Or the back of the neck as well. And if you've little kids, you can do it down the base of the spine. And I'll actually just show you that while I'm talking about it in case I forget later on. So basically you can get these 10 ml glass roller bottles. And anyone who does get started with a little kit with me today, I will send you out some of these rollers, but you can get them on Amazon. They're really cheap. They have a roller bottle top here, and you just pop that off. And so what I would do is I would add the amount of essential oils, if you're doing this for a child, that basically is the same as their age. So if you're working with a 2-year-old, you're only going to need like 2 drops of the essential oils, and then fill the rest of it up with a carrier oil. Okay, and then just give it a shake, and then you're ready to roll. Up and down a child's spine is very, very good place to apply it. Again, they're not going to get their hands in it or anything like that. So if you had a 10-year-old, you could go up to 10 drops. You could do 5 drops frankincense, 5 drops On Guard. And for an adult, I mean, 20 drops of any oil is sufficient. You don't really need to go higher than that, especially if it's a 10 ml bottle, but anywhere between sort of 10 and 20 drops total of oils in that is good for an adult, okay? Okay, so also frankincense is also, it's antifungal, it's antibacterial, and it's antiviral. So again, for adults, you can take this internally. Now, I don't recommend internal usage for kids. Some people do. I know a lot of the people in America who I'm friends with who do doTERRA oils, they would use them on their kids. I'm just a little bit cautious. I've never done it because mine are so small. As they get older, obviously as they get, you know, heavier weight and more of an adult size, absolutely you can. And the On Guard comes in little beadlets. The beadlets are actually a quarter of a drop of oil, and they're all encased, so it's not like you're just taking neat oil. So for an older child, maybe 7, 8 plus, you could give them like 1 of those beadlets, which is just a quarter of a drop of oil. For adults, you can take a full drop of the oil, even a couple of drops of the oil. I would recommend frankincense every single day because it has all of those antiviral, antibacterial properties. It's also really good cellular support, so for your all-round general health, taking a drop of frankincense. And it's actually just safe to take a drop of frankincense just neat under your tongue. If you really can't stand the taste of it, you can get veggie capsules from doTERRA. They're just empty capsules that you can just open up and put a drop in them. But alternatively, they also have On Guard soft gels, which I'll be on talking about a bit later. And they are supplements that are made up of some of the best oils for immune support. But just if you don't want to, if you just want to start with just the oils, that's an option then of just taking the oils internally yourself, or the soft gels are just so handy because they're just supplements, vitamins, pop the cap, swallow them down like you're used to doing with a lot of other things. Okay, so also remember the frankincense is going to help you with your stress and any sort of anxious feelings, sleep issues. You can just take a drop of it and just inhale it really deeply, just like this. You can apply it to the back of your neck, to the soles of your feet. Frankincense is such a gentle oil. You don't necessarily need to worry about diluting it for adults, but I always say just dilute it where you can, just to be on the safe side. If you get headaches or migraines, you can rub frankincense all over your head, around the back of your neck. You can mix it with peppermint. That's like our powerful sort of headache combo. Peppermint, frankincense, and lavender actually work really, really well for headaches. So um, the reason why, again, I want to talk about a lot of these different oils. Yes, On Guard is amazing, and it is the immune protection blend. But I don't want you to. I mean, I'm happy to give you just a bottle of On Guard, but I would rather change your life with these oils, because these oils have changed my life, changed a lot of other people's lives who I know. But you're not necessarily going to change your life with just one bottle of On Guard. I want to be able to give you these oils that have lots of different properties and different uses, such as the frankincense, and all of the other oils that I'm going to be talking about today as well. Okay, so why is On Guard the immune protective blend? What makes it so amazing? Again, it contains oils that are antibacterial, antiviral. It can help with killing those airborne germs, like I said, if you diffuse them. If you do happen to get a cold or a flu, you can basically cover yourself in the On Guard, especially on your feet, and it helps to draw it out quicker. It's very good for sore throats. You can actually make a spray bottle of it with water and put a few drops of it in and just spray it on the back of your throat. It numbs it out. So good. It works so quickly. It's also, like I said, what we would use a lot for cleaning surfaces with. So what is in it that makes it so great? There's quite a few. There's 5 different oils in it. So it is wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary oil. So those 5 oils individually are amazing for your immune system and for your health in general. So eucalyptus you may have heard of before if you're familiar with, like Vicks, which doesn't have any real eucalyptus in it. It's a totally synthetic product. It's actually made from turpentine. So you really want to clear out the Vicks if possible and switch to a eucalyptus oil or to the On Guard. So eucalyptus, you may be familiar with, it does help to treat the symptoms of colds and flus. You can apply it again, well diluted, because it's quite a hot oil. Diluted to the chest, applied diluted to the feet. You can use a steamer to inhale it in, and it helps to clear your sinuses. So that is in On Guard. Rosemary is also in On Guard, and rosemary is another excellent oil. It has antiviral properties, antifungal properties. It is very good for any type of respiratory illness. It's really warming, clears the sinuses, helps. I love rosemary. I'm going to be talking about it when we talk about the focus and concentration. It's very good at clearing your mind and getting rid of, that sort of foggy feeling that you have in your head, or maybe it's just me. Rosemary is excellent at that. So if you're wanting to get some work done, you're wanting to focus and concentrate, use rosemary. And then clove is in this as well. Clove is a really powerful antibacterial agent. Basically, it also helps to support your digestive health and your oral health. You may have heard about putting clove in your mouth. And then cinnamon. So clove and cinnamon are probably 2 of the strongest antibacterial essential oils. They are. Literally, bacteria cannot live in the presence of those 2 oils, and in turn it cannot live in the presence of On Guard oil. So you put On Guard in everything that goes on your surfaces, in your toilet, in your shower, on your counters, on your floor, and you're getting the strongest antibacterial support possible from essential oils. You no longer need bleach. You no longer need Dettol. You no longer need all of those horrible toxic chemical sprays that when you, and especially your little ones, are breathing them into their little lungs, they are having an effect on your respiratory system. So if, for example, we're dealing with something in the world now that affects the respiratory system, you want to make sure you're not using things in your house that are going to irritate it even more. Hand sanitizers, all of the sprays and all of the things that are going on, they all affect the respiratory system. On Guard also comes in a hand sanitizer. And it's actually one of the products that I'm going to give away free today in the giveaways. I'm also going to give a hand sanitizer. I'll give you your choice of On Guard product. If you do decide to get started with an essential oils kit today, you can either have a hand sanitizer, a touch roller of On Guard, or the little beadlets. You can choose whatever one you want to have free with your kit. So yeah, the On Guard hand sanitizer, again, I will do a post about it later. It does have 70% alcohol in it, which wouldn't be my personal choice to be spraying on my hands and my kids. But again, in the world that we live in, we're told that we need at least 70% alcohol to make them able to be, sanitizing and killing all of the germs. So alcohol really dries out your skin. That's really the major issue with that. So you're going to want to use your oils and nice creams to really moisturize your hands when you're using it. But that's all the ingredients that are in hand sanitizer. 70% alcohol and On Guard oil. So you're not having all of these horrible, respiratory affecting chemicals and hormone disrupting chemicals that are in most other hand sanitizers. So clove and cinnamon. Cinnamon again can help with your digestion. It helps with your emotional support as well, but mostly we use it for immune system. It's also good for your metabolism actually as well, helping to boost your metabolism. But cinnamon and clove are really the two key ingredients. Of course, the rosemary and the eucalyptus and the wild orange all really support your immune system as well. But the cinnamon and clove are really the big guns. Okay, so that's all about On Guard and frankincense. Again, listen to the rest of the videos and the posts today before you message me saying, please can I have a bottle of On Guard and an On Guard hand sanitizer, because I know everybody wants that. But please listen to the rest of the information as well, because like I said, I want to get you some help where basically you get a little kit that is going to help with so much else in your life as well as your immune system. And I'm going to be talking about basically the different oils that go into what we call the immune bomb, which is the ultimate immune supporting oil that you can use, oil blend, and it can be used for kids and adults. So I'm going to share what's in that for you a bit later. So I went a bit longer than I wanted to with these videos, but this was a good start because you needed to know all about On Guard oil. I will be back live around lunchtime, around 12:30, 1 o'clock, but I'll be doing posts in between, so feel free to ask any questions. And I'll talk to you again soon.